from my own point of view, I've obviously got a lot of experience buying nice horses and selling horses, but the training side of it, I mean, that's Clinton's expertise, and we thought if we could combine, I suppose, both of our experience and see if we could come up with a model, and if it's sustainable, it's something that we can do for the next 10, 15 years.
Racing's about having fun and about being with your friends and having great involvement. And we've got Shane and myself who are good mates, and then we've got his son working here, Darcy, who will be up there holding the cards, and I've got my daughter working, and we've got great staff here as well.
We speak every morning, not only the horses that are going to the Ready2Race sale, but all the horses that are in the stable. So, it's I really feel involved, and I'm loving it, and it's a new lease of life for me, and it's a new chapter in what I'm doing as well.
We want to make them into racehorses and have them into a trainer system. So if a trainer goes and buys them from the local market, they've already been in that stable environment here at Cranbourne, and we've just found that the horses have benefited from it. We're getting a good understanding of the horses, and I just think we're going to have a really well-finished product by the time the buyer comes and gets them.
Yeah, it's been remarkable watching what Inglis have achieved over the last 10 years with the Ready2Race sale. Yeah, leading into the yearling sales this year, we sat down with Andrew and Sebastian and said, this is what we'd like to do. We'd like to target horses specifically for that sale, because we could see how strong the market was. And from Clinton's point of view as well, it's an opportunity to put some cash flow back into the business.
The quality of horse flesh that we've got going to the Ready2Race sale is as good as you'll get. The Deepfield Sheer Pleasure, he's as nice a horse as we've got in the stable. From when we bought him at Sydney Easter, when Shane bought him, he's just developed all the time, but he's just got the most magnificent temperament.
He's by the right stallion that love in Hong Kong, but plenty of the local trainers will be looking at him as well if they want a big colt in their stable for the spring. Like, they've all got sort of good miles under their legs now, and they've been on a long, slow, steady prep so that they can go through into a racing system, or they can have a break if they're for an overseas program.
With the Schnitzel, you're just buying a racehorse. That's how we looked at it. We thought, he's a perfect horse to do what we wanted to do with him. He's got character about him, the horse, there's no doubt about that, but he's very straightforward, got a beautiful action on him. Ben Mellon galloped him yesterday, he worked over 600, and we were really impressed by him at this stage. So those two Niconis yesterday, we let them go up 600. They went up individually.
So what have they left to do now?
So they'll probably have two more gallops. They're nice horses, they're going to keep developing. And then you've got the Shalar, who's a lovely big
I was surprised how well
he's done really well.
Yeah,
he's done well.
Now.
He's matured and done really well.
We've tried to buy from nurseries that have proven success of breeding and growing out really nice horses, Group 1 horses. And the ideal scenario is here's a Group 1 horse that comes out of this draft, because it gives longevity for what we're trying to do as well. Because at the end of the day, we think we've bought nice horses, and the proof's going to be in the pudding on the racetrack.
And Hayasugi, the filly, is flying home. Hayasugi's won it.
So this is Hayasugi, obviously the Blue Diamond winner. The great Shane McGrath bought her for $47,500.
We sort of had a fair idea we had a good filly. It was just how good she was going to be. You can't really tell. As you can see, she's a character.
She loves cuddles, don't you? She's got the kindest eye for a horse, the most sweetest eye, She's just a perfect athlete, this filly. She's an absolute pleasure to train, and I pinch myself every day when I look at her to think, how good she is and what she's done for us.
What could be in front of her, She just kept coming on. She's improving every prep, so that's always a good sign, isn't it? She is out of a commands mare, so there was enough blood there if the type stacked up, and it absolutely did. Physically, I think she's just a perfect Australian sprinter. I mean, you can see the dapples on her there. She's just a beautiful filly. When she does fast work, goes out and does her work, she's happy. She comes in, she has a look around. If she has to do a slow morning, she's sort of coming in going, I'd rather go out and do something more. And that's what you love seeing in an athlete.
This horse here is Angel Capital, that was purchased by Upper Bloodstock from Inglis. He's a beautiful colt. He's very good looking. He stands out wherever he goes. He's a head turner. He's just a colt that I was lucky enough to get off Upper Bloodstock and Gregory Ho, who bought him. He's a horse that's on the Guineas trail, and we're really pleased with him. He obviously won very well first up at Moonee Valley. He's so brilliant, and he looks like a miler. But he's just got the speed to burn.
It's Angel Capital just in front. Angel Capital wins. A smart horse.
That's the Written Tycoon out of Manhattan Mews, bought from Melbourne Premier.
So he's had a couple of pre-training sessions now, and he's in the main stable, and he looks quite a likely type, actually.
The best thing that could happen for Shane and I for this sale is that we sell a really good one. That's what we want to do. I'd be as proud as Punch if you could get a Group 1 horse to come out of that draft of horses.
Sometimes you kind of actually have to just sit back and say, that's a job well done. You know, I'd be proud of what you've done. Now and again, it just comes off, doesn't it?